What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Halloween sensory bin. These are so fun. Brooklyn loves them and they keep her really busy when we have quiet time. So what you're going to need is a measuring cup, a tablespoon, food coloring, vinegar, rice, Ziploc baggie, and some Halloween toys to put in the bins, which you will also need. So to start off, I'm going to start putting 1 cup of rice in the Ziploc bag, and the ratio is 1 cup rice to 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So in total, I'm doing 6 cups and 6 tablespoons of vinegar. So I'm going to be doing that for each color. 6 bags of rice and 6 tablespoons for orange, and the same for black, which are the 2 colors that I'm going to be using for the sensory bins. I'm making 2 bins because I'm giving one to my daughter and one to my niece, but I could have easily used this whole recipe for just 1 bin, but I split it into 2 so that they could each have one. After I get done putting all the vinegar and the rice in the baggie, I'm just going to squirt the food coloring into the Ziploc. It's really up to you and your preference on how much to put in. Also, I didn't have orange, so I just used red and yellow to make orange, but if you have orange, that's totally fine too. After putting it in the bag, I'm just going to shake the bag around, move it around, and really get that food coloring all over every single bit of rice. So it takes a minute or 2, but definitely make sure you get it all over the rice. Also, if you need to, you can add a little bit more vinegar and food coloring depending on how vibrant and how much of the color you want. So this is what it should look like. I just showed you guys how to do the orange, but there is the black that I already did. After you get done, you just pour the baggie into a large bowl, or you could also use a sheet pan, just something to put it in so that it can dry. I like to put it in overnight to really make sure that it gets really dry and it's not at all wet. And then after you pour it out into the bowl, I just shake it up a little bit to break up the rice and make sure there's no clumps in it. I suggest using cheaper or bowls that you just don't use that often for this, just in case any food coloring gets on it, but I have not had that problem yet. So as you can see for the orange, there's a little bit of clumps in there. So I'm just going to take a fork and break up those large clumps so that they dry well and don't stay wet when it dries overnight. Okay, now that the rice is dry, I'm going to start putting it into the bins and filling it with toys. I got all of these from either the dollar store or Target, really cheap, and then the bins I also got from Target and they were $5 each. So I'm just going to start putting the rice into the bins and distributing the colors evenly into both bins. I highly recommend getting the plastic bins that have the tops that clasp on and off rather than the ones that just pop off, if you know what I mean. Definitely recommend that for your kiddos just in case they get into the bin. Typically the bins I like to be more flat and not so tall, but these were the only ones that I could find at the time that were small enough for what I needed. I got some cute little black cauldrons so that they can scoop the rice with the spoon and put it in there, or just scoop it with the cauldron itself. Then I also got some little eyeballs to put in there. I got little spiky balls. I got plastic fingers, ones with nails and ones without. I also got some little skulls. Pretty much just all the Halloween stuff that they had. I had some fake little spiders and little bat rings that I sprinkled in there, and then some little skateboards that had little Halloween things on them. The spoons that I got are actually technically pumpkin scoopers. You can find them both at Target and the dollar store, and they're perfect because I was looking everywhere for some kind of orange shovel, which of course they didn't have right now during Halloween, but it worked out perfectly when I saw them. Alright, you guys, this is the finished product of what the Halloween bin looks like. I had so much fun making it, and I love making sensory bins for Brooklyn, so I knew that Bella would love it too, who is my niece, and I surprised them with it at my family's annual pumpkin carving at my mom's house, and they loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to see if you guys make it for your little ones. This was so much fun for me, like I said. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.